I am literally down in the weeds today gathering elderberries. So it's something that it's growing a lot near my house. I spotted them yesterday, so I came to pick some, and I thought I would share the little bit of knowledge that I have about them. So this right here is an elderberry. They grow alongside roads. I am next to a road. But they've got kind of a flat cluster. When they're white, they look like a giant Queen Anne's lace almost. Here's another look at this giant elderberry tree. You can see some of the berries down there. So you get an idea of how they grow. Those are all on the back side, and where I am, there's a lot of weeds and a drop down, so I'm trying to be very careful and not get lost down there. So some of these I am leaving for the birds. Here I'm down in the weeds a little bit more, so you can get a closer look. And I just have a pair of shears and a bag, and I'm cutting these and then putting them in my bag because these will stain your hands. So you don't want to remove them unless you don't care a little bit of stain on your hands. I have to go to work tomorrow, so that won't work. But I would suggest wearing some gloves. So that is elderberry. Now there's one more I want to show you while I'm here. Growing right next to the elderberries is this plant here. This, guys, is pokeweed. It's got the same color berries. See, look at, okay? And you can see even the elderberry has almost like a little reddish tint on the stems toward the top. The difference, though, is the poke has a red stem. I think usually they also emit like a white milky sap when you break them. But the berries are more like you'd think of grapes. They grow down and like in clusters like that, not flat like the elderberry. And this is important because you don't want to mix these up. This one is not one that you can eat. The elderberry, you can. You just have to process the berries, and then you can eat it. Elderberry, the seeds and the stems are actually toxic. They've got cyanide in them. You can actually, if you eat a lot of them, you can build that up in your system and you can get sick. So you have to cook them and strain out the seeds. Most people use this to make tonics and tinctures for the fall and winter seasons for colds and flus. It's loaded with vitamin C and antioxidants, and you can find it wild a lot of the time. You can also buy it and plant it in your yard. Many people do. In fact, I have two that I planted in my yard, but they're young. So I was pretty thrilled that not even a mile away I was able to find some that I could pick. So just be on the lookout for those berries that kind of sit up like that, high up in the air on a large bush like the one behind me, and just be careful not to confuse it with pokeberries. Okay, y'all, got another full bag. Woohoo! And this this is my wiggle weeder. I brought that in case I had to reach and pull the branches close to me in order to cut those. So that's why I have that, and I gotta tell you, it helped me getting up and down on the bank too. The other thing that I found today is eucalyptus. I was driving around looking for the elderberries, and I passed someone's house that this was growing way up by the side of the road, so I stopped and I got some clippings of eucalyptus. I'm gonna hang this in my shower. Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna try to figure out if I can propagate this. I don't know if I can get it to root, but how cool would that be if I could? Because I would love to have a eucalyptus tree. But if nothing else, at least I got a few sprigs of eucalyptus. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed coming with me on my little foraging adventure tonight, and I will talk to you guys later.